What's up, everybody? This is Investing Sensei here, doing yet another episode on the series of how many shares do you need to own of a certain company to make $1,000 every single month, or $100 every single month, or even $100 every single week. So we'll be going over those calculations. In this pick or this video, we will be doing Home Depot, which is actually on the list that you guys have suggested. Here's the current list that I do have. If you guys don't see one that you guys want me to cover, or that I've covered, but the stock has moved up or down and you just want me to recalculate everything, definitely let me know in the comment section. I'll add it to the list and then we eventually will get to that. So be sure to do that in the comment section. While you're down there, be sure that you drop a big thumbs up on the video. Make sure that you're subscribed with that bell notification if you have not done so already. Yeah, we can go ahead and get started. First one's gonna be Home Depot. So let's go ahead and jump over to that. So Home Depot, ticker is HD, currently trading about $285.18. And then real quick, I want to show you guys the overview of company profile, just exactly kind of so you guys know what Home Depot does in case you guys are new. So Home Depot Inc. operates as a home improvement retailer. It operates the Home Depot stores that sell various building materials, home improvement products, lawn and garden products, and decor products, as well as facilitates maintenance, repair, and operation products. So that is pretty awesome, guys. I definitely am long in Home Depot. It is actually in my long-term dividend growth portfolio. It's such an amazing company, and you know, I will be dollar cost averaging as it's been going down. And yeah, it's a great company. But if we look at the values here, 52-week range, it's gone all the way down to the lowest of $281.18 up to a high of $420.61. EPS, you'll see that 16.51. PE is 17.28, dividend rate is $7.60, and then the yield is 2.66%, and then the market cap, guys, is $305 billion. So that's quite a large company there for us. If we look at the dividend summary, guys, here for us, you'll see that I guess Home Depot is in the consumer discretionary, and this is actually in my consumer sub high for me, and I've been dollar cost averaging into it. If we look at the dividend summary, you'll see that the dividend yield is at 2.66%, which is actually a pretty good dividend. It's a pretty safe dividend there. And then the annual payout is $7.60, so they will be paying out $7.60 per share that you own a year. Payout ratio is 33.02%, which is actually on the lower end, which is actually very, very nice. 5-year CAGR, guys, is about 18.27%, which is amazing, guys. And then the dividend growth has been 13 years. Seeking Alpha has been known to have these incorrect, so let me know in the comment section if this is incorrect. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'll go ahead and show you all the calculations on how much you have to own of Home Depot. As well, by the end, we will jump into the yield on cost, or the dividend yield, to show when the best time was to own Home Depot or buy Home Depot overall, that you would get the best dividend yield. Yeah, we'll jump into that. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna pull up the calculator here, guys. So first thing we're gonna do is actually try to calculate how much money do you need to have in Home Depot to make $1,000 a month. That would be pretty amazing. Imagine $1,000 every single month, completely passive from Home Depot. So eventually I hope to get to that point. It's definitely going to take some time, but as long as I continue to reinvest those dividends, continue to get those dividend raises, continue to dollar cost average, I think we can eventually get to that point. But yeah, first thing is we want to make $1,000. So every single month, there's 12 months in a year, so that means that we need to make $12,000 in 1 year, or you know, for this to be able to be possible. So we're actually going to divide this by the annual payout of how much they pay out every single year. So this is $7.60. This will give us the total number of shares we need to own of Home Depot. And so at this point, we need to own about 1,578 shares. And then if we scroll to the top, we can multiply this by the share price, so $285.18. So we need to own roughly about $450,284 of Home Depot. That's quite a bit of money. So definitely it takes some while to continue to dollar cost average and continue to accumulate those shares. So I'm definitely gonna be doing that. One day we will get there, but yeah, that's 450,000. And so one quick way to calculate this without having to do all that, you could just do the 12,000 you want to make a year divided by the dividend yield, and then that should roughly give you about the same amount, so about 451,000. So roughly around how much you would have to have invested in it. Definitely the higher the dividend yield, the better, or the less amount of money you need to have invested. The lower the dividend yield, the more money you have to have invested. But let's go ahead and do the actual, how much do you need to own to actually make $100 every single month. So honestly, really quick, if you wanted to, you could just divide the previous result, which was the 450,000, right? You just divide that by the 10, and then that will give you 45,000. So that's about roughly how much you have to have invested. But let's go ahead and go over the calculations just for everybody that did want to see this. So we want to make $100 every single month. There's 12 months in a year, so about oops, and I did it wrong. So 100 times 12, so we need to make roughly about $1,200. Let's go ahead and find out how many shares we need to own. About $7.60 is what you'll divide it by. So we need to roughly own about 157 shares. We're going to multiply that times the share price, $285.18. So we need to roughly own about $45,000, which is what I showed you earlier. Another quick way you could do this is by doing 1,200 divided by the dividend yield, and see how it gives you about 45,000. So that's a quick way to do that calculation. Let's do the last one, guys, which is going to be how much do you have to own of Home Depot to make $100 every single week. Imagine what you could do with $100 every single week. Probably not a lot with inflation at this current point, but whenever we get out of this, it'll be quite a bit of money. But before we do jump into it, make sure that you're subscribed with that notification if you have not done so already, and you know, drop that big thumbs up on the video to help out the channel. But let's go ahead and do this. So we want to make $100 every single week. Remember, there's 52 weeks in a year, so we need to roughly own about $5,200. So you could honestly divide the first result by half, and that's kind of roughly around how much you'd have to have. But let's go ahead and do the calculation. So $5,200, divide this by the 760. That'll give us the number of shares we need, and then we're just going to multiply that times $285.18. So we need to roughly own about we need to have invested $195,123. So it's quite a bit of money. I think eventually we will get there. It'll be very exciting when we do. It just takes time and accumulating these shares. Again, quick way to do this is you could do 5,200 divided by the dividend yield, and that would give you roughly about 195,000. So yeah, guys, that is how to do this. It's pretty awesome. Let me know if you own any Home Depot in your portfolio as well. Let me know any new companies you want me to cover, and I will add them to the list. Let's go ahead and jump over to the yield on cost, or the dividend yield, and see when the best time was where the Home Depot dividend yield was the highest. Alright guys, so we're here at the dividend yield for Home Depot. As you'll see, currently Home Depot's dividend yield for the one that they're tracking is about 2.40 here. So typically the higher the value, the better entry point you would have gotten for Home Depot. This is the 5 years, so you'll see it's been always hovering around the low 2%, 1.9%. So any time you got over here around 2019 of March, I mean, I guess not March, but December, and then the market crash of 2020, that would have been an amazing entry there. You would have gotten almost 3.59% in dividend yield, which is an amazing one there. You'll see it actually went down because the stock went to like $420, and then now it's finally, since the stock is coming down in price, the dividend yield is going up. So definitely I will be continuing to dollar cost average into Home Depot, see how that plays out in the long term. I think we will make some great money. But this is actually all I have for you guys. Again, be sure that you're subscribed with that notification if you have not done so, and drop a big thumbs up on the video to help out the channel. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye guys.